Hi, this is Michelle Caskey from Homeschool-Your-Boys.com, and today I want to talk to you about how you can teach preschool at home and have fun doing it. Let me just tell you that teaching preschoolers at home does not have to be complicated, and it doesn't have to be difficult, take up a bunch of time. It's not rocket science. Sometimes we feel like if we aren't trained teachers that we can't teach our own children. And I just want to let you know that's not true. You actually are a teacher. Your child has been learning since the day he or she was born, actually before that. And you have been the one teaching him or her. So you are fully able to teach your child. You taught him or her how to walk and talk and do all sorts of amazing things. So don't be intimidated by the process. It doesn't have to be difficult. There are lots of benefits to teaching preschool at home. One of them is that it's cheaper. If you're sending your child to preschool, it can be very expensive. But if you're teaching preschool at home, the cost is minimal. There is the price of a curriculum if you decide to purchase one, and a few basic supplies, but really it is not very expensive to teach your preschooler at home. Another benefit is that you will be the main influence on your child. Once our kids go off to school, they are influenced by teachers and kids and everyone else that they come in contact with. And some of the influence is good, but some of it does not match up with our own family values, whatever those may be. So when we keep our children at home for another few years, that enables us to be the ones who are building into their lives and telling them what we feel is true and right. So it's a great way for us to be able to have more time to build into their lives and to develop that good character that we want to develop in our kids. And another benefit is that it's just a great way to make fun memories with our kids. So how do we teach preschool at home? One of the best ways to teach your preschooler at home is just to have fun with them, spend time with them, do things with them that they enjoy. Anything can be a learning experience when your child is young. Going outside and collecting leaves, rolling the ball back and forth, reading books to them. The one thing that some parents do mistakenly is they will go to the store and they will buy a workbook full of worksheets, and they will sit their child down at a desk or a table, and they will give them a pencil and they will expect them to just start filling out these worksheets. And that's not usually the best way for us to teach our kids that learning is fun. You're going to want to keep the lessons short. You're going to want to allow your kids to move. You're going to want to make it fun and help them to know that learning is an enjoyable experience and it's something that they want to do. The other awesome way to teach your preschooler at home is to try to do lessons that will involve all of their senses, not just seeing and hearing, but allowing them to taste things, allowing them to touch things, sensory bins, and tasting different fruit, smelling things, spices, and going outside and smelling what does the air smell like after it rains. All of these experiences are great learning opportunities for our kids, and they're wonderful when we can involve all their senses in their learning. So what specifically should we be teaching our preschool children? One way to find ideas is to Google preschool ideas and put a topic in, such as cars or airplanes, and see what comes up. Or to go do the same thing in Pinterest. There are tons of learning ideas out there on the internet. But when I was teaching my boys preschool, I found that it took me hours to try to research and come up with cohesive ideas that would actually be fun for us to do and would be multisensory and were things that I could do that weren't going to break the bank. So if you don't have the time to try to come up with a whole bunch of lesson plans on your own, you may want to consider purchasing a pre-made preschool curriculum. And there are several options out there that include lots of varied hands-on activities. So the one that I'm going to recommend to you is one that I actually wrote myself, and it's based on the experience that I had when I was homeschooling my own boys through preschool, and that is called Learn and Grow. So here it is, Learn and Grow. If you've seen Learn and Grow before, this may look a little bit different to you. I recently updated the covers on my books, so this is what Learn and Grow looks like now. Learn and Grow has over 700 fully planned activities with materials lists and step-by-step instructions on what you need to do the activity with your child and to teach them what you need to teach them. So it makes it really easy. You don't need any teaching experience. You just need a few minutes at a time to be able to set up the activity and then do it with your child. Learn and Grow also has all sorts of different pre-reading ideas. It has pre-math ideas. It has crafts. It has science activities. It has history activities. It has all sorts of book suggestions for the different subjects that you're studying, and each week you actually study a different subject. So for instance, week 1 you're studying apples, and week 2 it's bubbles, and so on. So you're studying one letter of the week, A for apple, B for bubble. And you also are studying different numbers and shapes and colors, and that's all organized for you. And let me see if you can just kind of give you an idea here. This is what it looks like on the inside. So it's detailed. Step-by-step instructions. So it takes all of the lesson planning and all of the muss and the fuss out of it for you. You don't have to use Learn and Grow. You can use, there's many other preschool curriculum that you could choose, but having a pre-made curriculum really will save you a lot of time. So as you can see, teaching preschool at home does not need to be difficult, it does not need to be complicated, and it does not need to be time-consuming. So if you're interested in teaching your child preschool, I would recommend that you give it a try. It is fun to be able to spend that time with your child and to make memories with them and to teach them that learning really is fun. And watching those light bulbs go off and seeing their smiles and hearing their giggles is just priceless. So again, this is Michelle Caskey from Homeschool-Your-Boys.com. And if you're interested in learning more about Learn and Grow, I will put a link to that in the description for this video so that you can find out more information about that. But if you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment. Otherwise, I hope that you have a wonderful day.